about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
6 yards left on second down. From the gun, Mayfield. They complete it to Hill. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. From the 41, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. They were starting down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone. Well, they did what you said. They got off the field. They're going to have to come right back on. They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down. Extreme confidence.
Tongue out of the gun. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the...
It's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He's got a man complete. And finally he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Miami.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Going to the air. Tagovailoa dancing to his left. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 20. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Third down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing, Mayfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tua being chased out left. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. unsuccessfully.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down at 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And to give this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Buying time to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Lance TD. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Rolling to his left. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Dolphins on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Steps away. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. They could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
If you're a starter on defense, guys play, but with this going on,
they'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
128 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Powerful running. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are